how to be more confident so that you feel good, you're in the zone, you're not all self-conscious, you're not overthinking, you're not anxious. You go into situations ready to succeed, you go into situations for the fun, you go into situations in flow state. Welcome in, fam. Much love. Trav here. This is an issue for some wanting to be more confident, and that's definitely a relevant thing because it's just nice to have that feeling that you know what to do, or you don't have to think things through too much, or you're going to succeed, as opposed to having a lacking confidence, lacking security, where you don't even want to try, or it's terrifying, or causing so much anxiety, or you just want to quit, or I understand that, and it applies to a lot of things. Confidence in your body, right? Love of and wanting to share what you're working on versus insecurity. I understand that when it comes to relationships and meeting people, putting yourself out there and moving things along versus like fuck that, I'm not, or not just not feeling good, feeling anxious, or when it comes to your work, feeling like, yeah, I'm confident, I have value, this matters when I'm valuable, versus why am I here? I'm imposter syndrome, right? And confidence that you in the future, and confidence that you can be happy, and confidence that you can succeed, and so on. So there's a couple things I hear people say, like confidence is overrated, or you don't need to be confident. You need to be. What do people say? It's confidence is a false drug, or like, why would you want to be I've said this before. Why would you want to be confident at something that you're not good at? If you're starting off, you shouldn't be confident. It's not going to help you. You should be like, why don't I sit back and actually watch people and study a little bit before I take action? So you could look at it that way, but I think that the more that I experience life, the more I see like it's less about success, it's more about body chemistry and brain chemistry. The more it's about sustained feeling good. And that's not mean like, you should take a bunch of drugs, because that's not sustained feeling good, right? So confidence is kind of a mood, right? Or perhaps confidence is a lack of fear. Confidence is a lack of stress. Confidence is a lack of anxiety. Confidence is a lack of self-consciousness, right? Or a diminishment of those things. It's something that's underlying. Another thing people will tell you when it comes to confidence is that more experience will make you more confident. And that's another thing that to me is, I don't know about that, because actually more experience can make you less confident, because over time, when you start off, you don't know whether you're good or bad, or you don't have experience reference points to draw from. But if you continually fail, and you fail, and you develop trauma, it actually can make you less confident, make you want to stay away from it. You have bad experiences at something, why would I want to stick with this? I'm out. And you could say, oh, okay, well, you're supposed to plow through losing. Well, only when it's really like super essential, because one thing, and I heard this from Tai Lopez podcast, is when you win, you increase your dopamine receptors in your brain. When you lose, you decrease the dopamine receptors in your brain. So you don't want to be losing a bunch. It's going to cause you negative brain chemistry. It's going to make it impossible for you to be confident, because you're going to be referencing these negative experiences of loss, right? So you want to be careful that you actually win and that you actually succeed as much as possible. Like the easiest way to, and we'll talk about micro success, because I think that's the key. It's really easy to be confident when you always win. Like, I always get the girl. I never struggled. I had girlfriends from a young age. I'm not saying that's me, but it's easy to be confident in that situation versus like, I never been picked, never had a girlfriend or boyfriend, and I'm like 30. That's definitely not me. But if that is you, like, it makes it harder, right? So what are you supposed to do? Or like, for me, it's easy for me to be confident in my body, because I've been an athlete since the beginning. I was lucky to be born in an athletic family, worked hard, and I've never really been I've been relatively out of shape, but like never really out of shape. I've only been athletic. So, okay, But if you're like, I have never been in shape, I didn't come from an athletic family, I don't know what to do, yeah, you're probably going to lack confidence. So what can you do about this? I would say it's less about experience. It's all about micro success, and micro success being successive action on your end, small things that you can do. So I'm going to increase my confidence by taking small action and succeeding at it, and succeeding by taking that action. So for instance, like if I want to be more confident in my body, and that will make me more confident in a lot of areas, then I don't need to wait to get the result necessarily. I should be taking small action. So I did a little workout in the morning here. Very small workout, but increased my confidence, right? I went to sleep early last night, 10 p.m. on a Friday. I feel really good about my body for that small success, right? So, I didn't drink beer, I didn't smoke yesterday. Small micro action makes me way more confident, right? So it's more about things that you can control, even if you don't see results right away. Like, I want to raise my value at work. I'm going to work extra hard. Even if I don't get recognized, if I don't get paid immediately, if I don't get paid more, oh well, I know, and I feel more confident because I know, right? Or when it comes to, say, meeting people, I am going to start more conversations with more people. Go to an event where I can go around and talk to everyone, or something like that. And I take that action. It doesn't matter if I build meaningful relationships there. What matters is that I took the action, I know about it, I feel good about it. And then advancing things along, you should put as much as you can in your own action and less on the big picture result in the short term when you're trying to boost your confidence. Because as you boost your confidence, you're more likely to enter a flow state where it's less thinking, less self-conscious, and more just being able to succeed. So that's my big thing. There's a paradox here where you don't actually necessarily want to be confident when you're starting off at things. It's not wise to be overconfident, and you actually possibly want to limit your experience, because more experience can put you into a hole. If you're continually losing, it's not going to help your memory, right? So you do want to pick your battles and be careful, and you want to focus for boosting your confidence as much as you can on your own actions, small actions that you can take, and things that you can do by yourself, possibly only even you know about it. And that's the point, because only you know your own mental state, really, and your own confidence level. So, hope you find that helpful. My question for you is, what's one thing that you can do today? Share it in the comments down below. There's a small thing. Where's an area that you're lacking confidence right now? Whether that's health, wealth, love, future, whatever it is. And what's small action you can do today? So for instance, for me, I've been feeling like, yeah, farm work is good for my body, but I haven't really been working out like I used to. So I worked out today. I feel a lot more confident about my body. That's gonna bleed into other things that I'm doing. And I didn't get injured, so no trauma to set me back negatively. Right? So, and by the way, those of you made it to the end, if you haven't read my book, I wish I had told me sooner, Life Lessons for Young Men. It's especially for young men, but there's plenty in there about health. There's plenty in there about wealth. There's plenty in there about relationships, things that you can learn like this that'd be helpful. So go check it out. Let me know what you think. Appreciate you. Much love, and look forward to hearing what you have to say in the comments. Peace.